Hi students, I hope all are fine. So we are dealing with the Naishi tribe, isn't it? So we are in the second unit in the prose chapter back from the brink. So it is the experiences of two documentary filmmakers, and we have seen who are they, okay, Rita Banerjee and Maya Khosla. So we shall just see what happens next. We have found that they are in a temporary shelter and so on, and they are making a study about the Naishi tribe, and we have three youngsters, three people with them. So we shall just continue. Okay, over the years these tribals realized that the demand for the animals and birds they hunted was growing steadily. Hornbills, barbets, civets, squirrels, and many more rare species were making their appearance as dead meat at village markets with prices ranging from 500 to 5,000. A barking deer was sold for 6,000, but wild meat in the market could only mean one thing, that forest after forest was going silent. There was a strange and empty sky where the wild birds used to fly. The next victim could very well be the forest itself. So what we see here is these tribal people, they were very fond of hunting. They liked to hunt, and they understood that the meat, okay, the hunting or the fruit of their hunt was growing steadily. The demand for the hunted animals were growing steadily, okay, and there was many rare species of dead meat were making their appearances in the village markets, and people were very fond of this hunted meat. And they it would range from some of the animals, okay, if they were hunted, it would range, the price would range from 500 to 5,000 and so on. And they said a barking deer would cost 6,000, okay. And what we feel now, okay, what we feel now is these dead animals, okay, after hunting down, okay, once they are dead, it only means that the forest life is coming to an end, and the sky was silent because all the wild birds were hunted down, okay, and all the animals in the forest were hunted down. Because of that, this forest is going silent, and even the sky also is silent, and it means only one thing, that is the death of the forest. Okay, so now our all consuming goal was to document the extent of hunting and to determine whether there was any hope for the future of wildlife in the Northeast. So these two individuals are filmmakers. They wanted to see the extent of hunting, okay, and they wanted to find out whether there would be any wildlife in Northeast, okay, in the future. So they wanted to find that out, and in the process we spent time with several tribes including the Apatanis, Cheiksang, and Naishis, and attended many of their festivals. We witnessed the traditional uses of animal parts: monkeys' monkey's fur, cat's claws, skins of bears and other animals, and the beaks of hornbills. So what we see here is, okay, they spend their time with three tribes, okay, one is Apathanis, Sheikh Sang, and Naishis. So they used to take part in their festivals and so on. In the festivals they found that people wore the remnants or the leftovers of certain animals, like a monkey's fur, cat's claws of the cats, then skins of bears and other animals, and even there were beaks of hornbills also were there. People were wearing that. Okay, on one occasion, while filming in a village, we came across a young boy who had just returned with a monkey monkey kill. Okay, so now what they saw was, on one occasion they found a young boy. He just returned after killing a monkey. Okay, and he wanted to use the fur to make a new case for his dove, means dagger. His reasons were simple. He was attending a wedding and it was a matter of prestige. It would be much better than the other boy's dagger case. So he killed one monkey, and what he wanted to do with the fur was to make a cover for the dagger. Okay. The reason was this: it was a matter of prestige, because he was going to attend a marriage, and he wanted his dagger to be better than other boys who would attend the marriage. So it was a question of prestige for them. Then, in Chisami village, Nagaland, the interviews we did with different generations of hunters revealed some interesting facts about the decline in wildlife here. So what they did was they made some interviews in certain tribes, and one of the tribe was a village was Chisami. Okay, as they were doing the interview, and they realized that the facts about the wildlife is declining, or means to say, some the information which the older generation of people had is different from the information that the new generation has. Means to say, the older hunters had intimate knowledge of the animals, their habitat, their food, even their smell. They could identify the animals from the photographs is very easily. Okay, the old hunters, they could understand everything about, they knew everything about the animals, and they could even understand the animals from their smell, food. Okay, and how they build their house, everything was known to the older generation of the hunters. And they could also identify from the photographs they saw. But the younger hunters had much less information on the animals, and the teenage boys had seen hardly any mammals. Okay, this was enough to make them realize that hunting had reached crisis proportions. Okay, means to say that, okay, yeah, this older generation of people, they knew most of the things, means to say everything about animals, and the younger generation, they knew only a little. And even the teenage boys, they had seen hardly some any mammals. Mammal means what? Mammal means those animals which breastfeed their younger ones. Okay, those are mammals. Then what happens, this throws light to one thing, that is, hunting had reached its crisis proportion. Means to say that hunting, there are no more animals to be hunted, because and it is reaching a kind of crisis proportion. There are no animals to be hunted, and animals in those places, means to say in the northeast, were becoming extinct. Means to say that they are dying because people had been hunting them down. So this is what we have to learn for today. And we have certain vocabularies, that is, prestige means respect and admiration. Okay, prestige means respect and admiration. Crisis proportion, a stage of extreme damage. Okay, this the animals were, the hunting or the animals were reaching a kind of crisis proportion, because the proportion was not correct. Means to say that when we plant a tree, okay, if you are cutting down a tree, if you plant two trees, we are keeping a kind of a proportion, we keep the equilibrium of the nature. But what happens once you, if you are simply felling the trees means what will happen? Okay, there won't be any proportion, there won't be equilibrium in the forest or in the nature. So here what happened, they had been hunting the animals simply like that. Because of that, there are no younger animals to grow. Okay, they were killing every animal, they were hunting every animal, and that means to say that there is no proportion with regard to them in hunting. So that's what is meant by crisis proportion. So we have a worksheet to do, that is mention some of the things witnessed by the documentary makers when attending the festivals. And we found that these people were, they witnessed certain things while in festivals with regard to certain uh, remainings of the animals which were used by the people. So you have to make a note of that. So I hope it is clear. Thank you and bye.